Thanks for calling GameStop, where you can pre-order Far Cry 6. How can I help you?
Welcome to the Laugh Daily Podcast. You are live. You got any advice for anybody? Just anything you want to say?
What is this?
You're on the Laugh Daily Podcast. What do you got for us?
As far as what am I going off of?
Whether it's just advice, something you learned recently, something random, anything you want.
I have no idea, to be honest. I'm sorry. Caught me off guard.
Just give us an intro.
Hit it.
An intro?
Yeah.
Yeah, just be like, my name is blah, 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 and you're with the Laugh Daily Podcast.
Okay, my name's Brittany, and you're with the Last Daily Podcast.
Hey!
Oh, all right. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us.
What's happening?
You're happening.
Sorry. Have a great day.
All right.
Oops. I
didn't know she was going to say anything.
I think, guys, we should do literally these type of intros every episode. What about you guys watching or listening? You like that?
I like it because you never know what's going to happen. It's great.
Oh, man. We got a fun episode today. Andrew, what are we doing?
We're going to be talking about oofs, gaffes, and oopsies. And mess ups, glitches.
So
right?
If you don't know what oof means, that's exactly what it means.
It's like you do something weird and then...
It's like a big mess up. Oof actually comes from, is that Roblox?
Yeah. It's the death sound effect. So that's what...
It's like, if your buddy just like hit his head on the wall, it's like, oof.
We're going to be talking about stuff maybe we did and then stuff that happened to us that was like an oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we are going to be doing a top 5, a new top 5.
Let's go.
Yes.
What are we doing?
We're doing top 5 movies, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Why don't you start, Hyper?
Okay, so I made this list, but it can change at any moment. But I'm just saying, as of right now, first thing that came to my head in top 5.
Are these in order? Or
No, these are like somewhere in the top 5. I don't know how to order them. Right
Okay.
now. First one I'll say, not in any particular order, The Green Mile.
I haven't seen that one.
With Thomathan Hanks?
Yeah, Thomathan Hanks. Love me some Tom Hanks. Just solid, all around, likable guy.
Great Woody.
And and then next one, no particular order, Inception.
Uh-huh.
After that, Avatar. Blue People, not the
Last
cartoon.
Airbender?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
that one. And then Silence of the Lambs.
Ooh.
Haven't
Might
seen
be
that one either.
a good one. And then Chronicle. Have you seen Chronicle?
No.
I know of it. I haven't seen it though.
Chronicle's where like basically these friends get superpowers and they can like control things with their mind and then one turns evil.
Oh, it's
and
filmed
one-
like first person mode, isn't it?
No. Wait,
Ah.
is it?
I thought.
I haven't seen it.
I'm pretty sure
No,
I saw that.
Well, there's
Unless
a bunch of ones like it, like Super 8 and
Yeah.
but Chronicle was pretty cool. It's like two good friends and one like uses his powers for evil and then the other one uses his power for good and they end up fighting each other.
Wow.
So it's kind of crazy. I have runner-ups, but am I allowed to?
Nope. Top 5.
No, yeah. You should have put it in your top 5. If you want to hear runner-ups, follow him on Instagram maybe.
Yeah,
Just put
maybe. Oof.
I would not have guessed those would be your top 5.
Oh,
That's
they're
an
in there for
interesting,
sure.
like,
That's just his top 5 at this second.
At this
it
second.
could
As we
change
film.
at any second.
Yeah.
as
After
well.
the podcast, those could all be
Oh,
off the
it's
top.
changing. Here, let me
Uh-oh.
tell you the new one. No. Just kidding.
Andrew?
Me next?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did put mine in order.
Wow.
So I'm going to start with
Show
the
off.
number 5 movie.
Okay.
And I'm going to work my way up. So number 5, we're going to go Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh.
That is a very good one.
I love that movie.
Never seen it.
You've never seen it?
my, bro.
Stop. We were watching it on the big screen sometime
Yes.
this month. Okay?
The
that-
Bible,
okay?
the Bible is in it.
Is that where like one's on one side, one guy's on one side, and the other one goes on the other one? They go up and down.
No, that's a seesaw.
Oh.
All right, number 4 movie, I'm going Nacho Libre.
Classic.
Classic. Good stuff.
Never seen it. I'm just kidding.
Number 3, we're going to go with Lord of the Rings, but specifically The Fellowship. I love the very first installment. Very nostalgic, very good music score. Sets the story. I like it.
Extra long.
Number 2, Good Burger.
Very
Okay.
good. Classic.
That has to be on the list because of the number of times I've seen it. I've
point.
seen it probably over 50 times.
Me as well.
So
Wait.
it
go ahead.
I was going to say that automatically makes it a top 5 movie.
Yeah.
Before he gives his number 1, me and Hyper, let's guess what his number 1 is. What's yours?
I don't know. These are all his order so far has thrown me way off. So
Just throw a guess out there.
Barney Goes to College.
I didn't
so
know that was a
close.
movie. I got to watch that one. My number one guess.
Or Home Alone.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm going to say not Inception. Interstellar.
Insidious.
Dadgummit, that's what I wrote. Interstellar.
Oh, it is an epic movie.
I was either going to say that or that the space movie, with the Mars one. With
Oh, The Martian?
My
The
favorite Martian.
Yeah.
I did like that movie, but it didn't quite.
It didn't grab you by
It
the
didn't-
throat, you know?
Yeah, and then chuck me and like. So that's my top 5. What do you guys think?
Good. That's a
I'm
good
talking to
variety.
them.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Well, I'll still give my opinion. It's a good variety.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I want to hear yours. Bad.
All right. I don't necessarily think this is in order.
Okay.
It's just pretty random. Let's just read it in the order I put it. Number 5, The Parent Trap. Y'all seen
Which
that
one?
movie?
Which
Yeah.
one?
No, not the original. The
I was
new one.
like, huh?
Not the original.
Lohan.
Oh,
Huh.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Good.
I haven't seen that since I was like 10.
Bro, gotta watch it again.
All right,
It's a
put
classic.
it on my to-do list.
4, the new Jumanji, the first one.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
Bro,
Cool.
I like it.
so good. It's way better. The original is just
Oh,
blah.
burn.
The new one,
No,
night
the
and
original's
day.
way better.
Dude, Robin Williams.
If you knock
No.
on Robin Williams,
I like Robin Williams, but I like
clearly
the new,
not.
new Jumanji.
Clearly, you don't want to honor him.
No, I don't want to. Huh. Not at all.
Don't appreciate
Number
him.
3, it's a new movie that I know you guys haven't seen.
Rugrats.
Love and Monsters.
I know you were telling me about this
Oh,
one, but
yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
I really want to watch it again, specifically with you guys, because I think it's
okay.
just a fun one.
You haven't seen it.
There's another one I haven't seen that y'all that I didn't tell you, but y'all are gonna make so much fun of me, so I won't tell you. Go ahead.
Okay. Number 2, Johnny English.
I've seen that one.
Which one? The first one?
First one.
Yeah.
So
Number
good.
5?
All 3 of them are so good, but Johnny English the first.
So this is in order. It sounds like you're saying number 2.
He just said the order he wrote it in.
Yeah.
That's no
I
big deal.
see.
But
I
we
feel
have
like-
to get to a number 1.
You guys guess my number 1. I feel like you're not going to guess it, but
Not gonna guess it.
maybe. I mean,
Peter Pan animated edition.
Andrew.
Hook.
Wow. Both think Peter Pan for some reason when I've never
Hook
even
was
talked.
gonna make my list.
When have I
used to
ever
watch that
talked about
every
Peter
night.
Pan?
Me too.
I loved.
He thought of it, so maybe I was just kind of going off his intuition.
solidifying.
No.
He's like, he's onto something, but
I-
I'm going
I
Hook because
placed
of
the nail
Robin
down.
Williams.
Look, I've never talked about Robin Williams either.
Oh, actually, you have. You've talked about Robin Williams and how you don't like his movies.
No, I did not.
Yeah, clearly because you don't like Jumanji.
Hey, do you know my dad actually gets all the time that he looks like Robin Williams?
I can
Especially
see
when,
that. I
can
especially
see
when he
that.
was younger.
Yeah, I can
People are
see
like,
that.
oh, you look like Robin Williams.
Robin.
Yeah, he's good. Okay, number 1, Paul Blart Mall Cop
Oh.
2.
Oh my.
2.
You're
dude.
kidding me. The
second
sequel?
one is so good.
The
It takes place in Vegas. There's so much action. There's so
How
much
can you
fun.
not? If you're gonna put Paul Blart as your top one, how can you not go with the first one?
Well, that's what, I don't know. I love the first
Do
one.
you guys
They're
ever hear a
both-
politician and then you go, "Oh, I'm tracking," and then they say something so absurd it negates and invalidates
Are
the
you
rest
saying
of their conversation?
You don't like Paul Blart?
No,
2.
I'm saying you have to put Paul Blart 1.
Why?
You can't put number
No.
2.
All right,
Yes,
guys,
you
I'll
can.
settle this. I haven't seen either.
Are you? How have you not seen Mall Cop?
Well, it's the same reason I haven't seen Good Burger.
No,
No, you're making that
I'm
up.
dead serious.
No,
You.
Andrew.
What is life?
We have to have like
Someone's got to be the
movie
villain
nights.
in the podcast, and I'll take that.
Clearly,
Good Burger. You even mentioning that is like a sin.
I almost feel like we have to stop the podcast. We can't.
We gotta go watch it, dude. It's your homework.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay, guys. We'll settle this next episode. Hopefully, you'd watch.
I think I saw Good Burger was like number 4 on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. The only reason I know that is because I think I follow Kel.
Kel Mitchell, good guy.
You follow
Solid.
him, but have not seen Good Burger.
You know what's bad is he follows me back, and I need to see it.
Look, he
Just
better
out
not
of
be
that.
listening to the podcast because he may unfollow you right now.
He probably just did. Just felt it in his soul.
So there you go, guys. If you're watching the YouTube video, let us know in the comments what your top 5 favorite movies are. We're curious. There's a bunch, of course, movies that are probably in the top 10 that we haven't discussed. 'cause there's
Ready
so
Player
many good
One,
movies.
Hook, Goodwill Hunting. Sorry, I just had to get the rest of my list.
Oh man, your honorable mention. You snuck it in.
Come on.
Come on, man.
All right, but we're going to now go into the main segment of this episode, our biggest oofs. We got a lot.
Biggest.
We got quite a few specifically for YouTube. Andrew, why don't you just start off with just an oof?
Which one?
Oh, there's so many.
What?
Whatever one is just really
Oofy.
at the tip of your tongue.
Okay, well, this is the first one I wrote down.
Yeah.
Was Warner Brothers.
Huh?
Oh, this is a big one. This is real big oof.
What?
Big oof, Warner Brothers.
What
It's
happened?
not an oof on our end, I feel like, though.
Exactly. But we did say, I said this at the beginning, these could be oofs that we did or oofs that happened to us.
Oh.
So this is an oof that happened to us.
Yeah.
So Warner Brothers, we were in California and we had a meeting with one of these head guys that like basically worked at Warner Brothers, and we struck a deal.
What?
No joke. We
This
signed the contract.
We uploaded a video kind of explaining this.
Oh, that's epic.
We struck a deal for a TV show development deal.
with Warner Brothers.
Bro.
Big signing bonus. We had back end splits for a
Oh
TV
my
show.
soul.
I mean, like, it was a very
That's a
good
huge deal.
It was amazing.
And meeting with this guy, he was I think was he the creator of Punked with
Yeah, with-
Ashton Kutcher?
Uh-huh.
So he wanted me and Andrew to be like the Punked guys.
Oh my gosh.
The new, but I have what happened?
So this is a lesson we learned about,
How long ago is this?
this was probably like 4 years ago. This is a lesson we learned about just the entertainment industry in general because we were hyped, as you can tell, or would imagine, I guess.
Yeah.
Made a video about
Made
it.
a video. It was a 6-month contract to like develop the TV show. We sign it. We're stoked. They put it on the shelf, and we never heard from them again.
Huh?
Yeah, that's why I feel like we got so hyped because we signed the contract. Usually when you sign the contract, it's like
What's happening?
it's here,
We're
It's a
moving
reality.
forward.
So I guess it just never got green.
Exactly.
but we never.
But that's the thing. It's like they will buy all these concepts and just contracts, and
that's
then
right. And then they
you
want to
get
have them
shelved.
ready.
You just get shelved,
if something else takes priority,
Yeah.
I guess.
and that's what happened to us. We got shelved, so we were on the cusp of a cool TV show deal, and then
Do you think? Wow, that's crazy.
Hey,
Right?
there's something good that came from it. We still got money,
we did get paid because we signed the contract, and there was a signing.
Signing bonus.
so
Yeah.
we just got
There you
paid
go.
for no reason by Warner Brothers.
Heck yeah.
But to
Shout
them,
out
like
WB.
a couple $1,000s is like an accounting error.
Like
Oh man, can you imagine having that much money? It's just like oh well, just like $1 basically for them.
Yeah.
honey, have you seen my $3,000? Oh, I threw that away. Ah, it's fine.
Oh, phooey. Oh well.
Oh well.
Hyper,
So that was a big oof.
you gotta oof.
Since we're on the topic of business oofs, I made the worst decision. No, I'm just kidding. I made a poor decision. Of course, I didn't know at the time. It was a trial run. Have you ever
Don't
worked-
say coming out here.
no?
A trial run.
It was a trial run, and I'd like to announce now that no. I worked with I don't know how you. It's like a publicity company. Like when I started doing music, like they reached out, like, hey, like we could get you buzz for this and that, and like get you on blogs and this and that for music, and we can get you, just create like momentum with your music. And I was like, well, I didn't know what to do, so I, thought about it. I thought, well, at least give it a trial run. And long story short, like get a couple write-ups with it, but it was like a couple months go by, and then like they're literally doing nothing, and they've made it in the contract to where like if I'm not like talking to them like every 5 minutes, then they don't really do anything. So long story short, I had to be like, hey, this is awful. Why aren't y'all doing anything? And they never responded. So somehow I lost a whole lot, lost a chunk of change just by needing publicity that it really didn't need. I didn't know that, when you start off, like you're thinking, okay, well, how do I get people to even like know that I'm doing this? Whether it's YouTube or whatever, it's like, it's this like catch-22. It's like, okay, well, do you do a lot of content and then get people to notice you, or people notice you and so you do a lot of content, so anyway, that was a lesson to be learned that no, you don't need someone to publicize what is already happening.
Sounds like that company has a lot of integrity too.
Not much. But yeah.
They pulled the scene from Space Jam about the publicist.
Yes. I need a publicist. I can make it big.
Oh, Space Jam, the new one.
Oh, it's gonna be.
When's that coming out?
Like this summer, I think.
Won't be better than the OG.
LeBron James.
Can't be.
LeBron James.
LeBron
It's gonna be
James.
epic. Another oof. Speaking of like piggybacking off of the Warner Brothers stuff, You would think this big experience with us and our YouTube channel was like the only experience, but no. We've had others. Specifically, Amazing Race. Andrew and I have applied for Amazing Race several times in the past. And we literally were in contact with the casting director of Amazing Race. We got the contract, filled it all out. It's a gigantic contract. So the first time we got it, we filled it all out, and we're like, hey, we're going to be on the show because we have to go out to, what was it, finals?
Finals. He said, you guys are coming to finals. Get ready to pack it. And then we're like, oh, should we buy tickets? He's like, just no, not yet, because we don't have the dates super finalized yet, but you guys are coming to finals.
And then, well, what happened? No more communication. Just like,
Oh my gosh.
That happened twice, literally.
That's crazy.
Amazing Race. We signed a second, like I think it's like 2 or 3 years later, maybe even a year later. We signed another contract. And
these contracts are like 50 pages too.
It's happening again, finally, the first time. Like, good grief. Well, same old story.
Oh my gosh.
They happened to last minute switch to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like another
You know
team.
what they tell us though? It's like, because they want a variety of different teams, you know, like dad, son, or like mother, daughter, married couples. They want to have like a variety. So it's like, for us, it's just like, you know, 2 male friends. So like, oh, well, we already got like enough 2 male friend teams. So sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just hard, like getting your hopes up like that with such a cool opportunity.
Oof.
Oh, what?
Buddy.
Bruh. So there was this indie film that I auditioned for, killed it. Like literally made all the people in the room. So first I kill the role, and then I get the callback, get a couple callbacks, and then this final callback, there's the director, there's the writer, and there's the producer all in the room. And I make them cry. Like I'm doing the scene, and they're all just weeping. So I'm like, oh, easy.
Because you're so funny?
No, it's like it's a serious piece. So I'm they're all crying, and like they're like, this was great, you nailed it, blah, 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 all this stuff. And so they reach out, and then it's like they wait for a long time. I don't hear back, but they're like, oh, without question, you killed it, all this stuff. And then they hire someone who didn't even audition for the role, and they're like, well, if you want, we're gonna do this like proof of concept, like we're gonna do a pilot for it, kind of deal. And so if you want, maybe we can get you in that. You know, actually, do you like? They kept on lowering it what I could do until eventually they were like, well, you just want to come out as a PA?
No way. They said that?
Yeah. And I was like, sure.
That's offensive.
So I mean, at the time,
you did?
I did. I'm trying to grind as an actor at that point.
Yeah.
So it was shameful. I was like, why am I here?
Yeah.
That was a goof.
And I got
They
to
missed
watch, you know, some guy from LA that was atrocious, but he had a big like following. So it was like, oh, well, we get Lars, you know, then maybe we can really do something with this film that nobody ever gets to see.
Man. Through all these experiences, we've learned to try to not get our hopes up too high.
Because life is awful. What?
Life will let you down. So that's advice for you guys. Like, obviously get excited about life, but I mean...
But it's like until you have money in the bank.
Until it's actually, you're standing on the opportunity.
Like Mr. Schneebly said, in this life, you can't win. So give up. Quit.
Right.
School of
exactly
Rock,
like
sorry.
he said. Oh, I got you. I did that monologue for one of my acting classes.
Oh, you did? You can't win.
What were we saying? Oh,
advice.
Oh, I was just gonna say, even if you're standing at the starting line for Amazing Race until Phil says go,
They can still can you.
Yeah.
So, moral of the story is just kind of be pessimistic. No.
we're saying be content, but
Yes.
don't be overly optimistic. But be excited, but
Because if you're like,
understanding that stuff happens.
yeah, because if you're at the top, like way up here,
Oh yeah.
and then it's even harder of a letdown.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
if you're like, I'm content, like, you know, if it happens, cool. If not, well, I'm
Yeah.
good. So it's like you're a steady person.
Quit looking for like this one thing that's going to like change your whole world. I mean, if that happens, cool, but
Yeah.
you don't have to like look for it under every rock.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes that's how you get let down. But
Plus, at the end of the day, if you're believing and trusting that God is in control, whatever happens, He allowed.
got him.
Ha! Not today, Satan. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What other oofs you got?
I got another business oof that we We did. So we signed this contract. You guys have messaged us saying that you see or have seen our prank videos on this TV show. And we signed this contract to license our videos to this TV show. And we have not and will not get paid for it because of this contract.
How?
Yes. Because in the contract, this is the oof.
No.
There's parts about it that if we don't promote it a certain amount on Instagram, on Twitter, and stuff like that, like I think it was weekly or like daily or whatever it was. But if we didn't do that, then we didn't get paid. But
Daily?
I don't even know how much we would have gotten paid if we had been promoting this said show that's still going.
It's still airing right now. Like it's probably going to be on tonight with our clips as like the main segment of this show, like what it's based off of.
Well, is there any way, like if you started promoting it now, would you get splits now?
I don't think so. But
Wow.
that's the oof, I guess, on our end, since we didn't fully investigate what we were signing and it wasn't fully relayed to us, conversation wise, that this was like the big stipulation.
Dang.
We were just like, oh, if they're using our content, like we'll get paid. No.
Wow.
So be thorough. I have a personal oof. And Andrew already know about this, but you haven't heard this story.
Okay.
Have you ever ate ramen before? Like top ramen?
Oh, yeah.
Like cook at home?
Yeah.
Oh man, love that stuff.
So I know what you say.
I was at my house, at my parents' house,
Yeah.
cooking ramen. I was hungry for lunch. So I get it out. I have this like glass bowl, put it in the glass bowl, mix it up, the usual, put the seasoning in there.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the stovetop on, casually, just, not really thinking about it. So I just put it on the stovetop. Mind you, it's in a glass bowl.
Ah.
So a few minutes go by.
Oh, my soul.
I literally was mixing it up on the stovetop. Even like I was acting like nothing was going to happen the whole time. I'm aware that
Oh, no.
I turn around. The glass bowl literally explodes in my kitchen. Glass everywhere.
Oh, my soul.
But I literally turned around and that's when it explodes. So imagine if I was like mixing it up right here. Boom.
Glass
Biggest
face.
oof. I was like, Mom, I was just cooking on the stove with glass bowl.
You know how you do. You just.
Oops.
Oh, man.
Don't do that, guys.
I wish there was like a camera in the kitchen. I want to see an instant replay.
Oh,
It
man.
scared the daylights out of me.
Boom! What was that?
Is it loud?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't remember if
man.
my mom reacted because she wasn't in the same room, but I'm sure.
Oh, but she came down.
Come storming down. What? Someone break the window?
Oh, man.
Dang.
Did you guys have any personal oofs?
Yeah?
This one's a quick one. When I was growing up, this is how I broke my arm. One of my friends, one of my neighbors, we were playing in our front yard, but we were playing like in the trash cans. We'd set them up and we're just standing in the trash cans. We thought it was funny. And then like we were kind of like pushing each other a little bit. So I got pushed. And as I fell, I tried to catch my arm, but I like caught a rock right there and it just broke my arm.
Oh.
So lesson there is don't play in trash cans.
Ah. I see. My dad used to my dad's a pastor, so he used to let me, when I was younger, sit on stage, like you have the choir behind you, and all that stuff. And so there's a couple of seats where, I don't know if there was a special singer or whatever, you could sit there. And he's like, you can sit there, and watch the whatever. So I do that. Obviously, I wasn't paying attention as to when exactly things were over. I just kind of judged the room. I wasn't old enough to care about anything faith, so I was like, I'm not listening. I'll just stay up here and play with little Legos or something. Well, at one point, I've seen it a couple times, so I kind of get the rundown. When it's over, people come to the front and shake pastor's hand or whatever. Wasn't familiar, however, with something called an invitation, which looks similar. Looks very similar, which is where you say, hey, if you want to come accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, come down to the front and we can talk. I assumed, hey, people are coming down to the front. This has got to be the end of the sermon. Nothing's really important right now. We're just talking. It's church is over. Mm-hmm. So I go up behind him and put bunny ears on him.
On who?
My dad, because he's so there's two levels, right? So there's the platform, and then he's down on the floor. So I'm thinking, well, he's down on the floor. He's talking to people. So like, this is just jokey, fun, happy time, you know? So I go up and I put bunny ears on him, and my mom runs up and jerks me off stage. She's like, get off this. So, I then was told that that's the invitation, and this is what happens there. And I was no longer allowed
Sassy learned
to sit on stage.
He learned a lesson, but also was not allowed on stage ever again.
No more.
Stay backstage.
Yeah.
Go stay backstage.
Because then they realized there's no way he's paying attention. Dang.
I had this didn't happen to me, but I witnessed it and was a part of it. So this was not for a YouTube video or anything. We were at the park, me, my dad's friends, and their sons. We were doing a big obstacle course at the playground. I don't know why. Like, we just created this obstacle course and be like, who can complete it the fastest? And the start of the obstacle course was you go down the slide and then you run over to the, you know, those like big domes that have, they're like a jungle gym.
Yeah.
Like the domes. So you had to run over that obstacle as like part of the course.
Okay.
So my friend, obviously full speed sprinting, runs and is running up the dome obstacle course, slips on the top, lands on his face on the bar.
Oh no!
Full front of his teeth knocked out.
Oh my!
And he's just stuck on the bars. Like,
You're talking about the ones that are like little hexagons?
Yes.
And they're gaps in the
yes,
middle.
there's all it is.
How
is
did he
basically
run
gap.
up that thing?
I mean, we all were doing it, and then for whatever
So
reason,
these
like,
are
this is
steel bars.
Yes. Imagine just slipping at the top. You have nowhere to grasp. Like, because if you're falling, you usually put your hands, but you have to be like perfectly grab the bars. So it's just like poop.
Oh,
That hurts my mind. Even thinking of knocking your teeth out.
Oh man,
it was so bad. So really think things through when you're doing stuff, guys. Because man, that was bad.
Are injuries oofs?
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
Because if so, I broke my arm when we were doing this football camp, and someone like we're tossing the ball, and whoever had the ball, you had to run, and then we were like, why don't we just play tackle? Actually, we weren't even playing tackle. That's what it was. We weren't even playing tackle, and someone trips me. So I trip, and then I put my left hand out to break my fall. It does just that.
That's how I broke my arm.
I put my left hand out, and then right in the middle of my arm, for those who are just listening, it's like a second elbow. And so my fingers could touch my elbow. Oh. So it folded up like this. I could touch this.
How was it bent that much?
And it didn't break the skin. So it broke both bones right here. And I got up looking like Gumby. And because I had so much adrenaline, I got up and I see my arm and I scream bloody murder.
You did you scream?
Oh, for real. And so I'm like just freaking out, and they come and, you know, they're like treating me or whatever. And apparently they told my mom, like, because she's like coming to, you know, take the ambulance or whatever, you know. And they're like, well, it's pretty rough. So you sure you want to go in? And she's like, what do you want me to do? Like, why do you not
Go home.
just leave? So they gave me morphine right then. Like, they didn't, like, then they took me into the ambulance, and like I felt every bump. It was great. Big oof. Never play sports, kids.
Don't play sports.
Man, that's good advice.
Yeah, thanks. And eat lots of snacks.
Oh, that.
Play video games.
Don't leave your house.
You can never get hurt in the virtual world. Just kidding.
Got him, boys.
Any other thoughts about everything?
I had one in my mind when you were talking about teeth, and it's gone, so
That's okay.
can't remember it.
I remember back in the day in high school. I mean, did you guys ever do like ding dong ditching?
Oh yeah,
Well, I know Andrew did because
Hey.
you
I
bet.
was with you, bro.
All right.
In the neighborhood, we just go and
I've
ding
done
dong.
it in the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
But like for whatever reason, I just do that at nighttime and ding dong ditch people's houses. There's like a house across the street, and there's like those sewers, so we ding dong ditch and just run and hide in the sewer.
Perfect.
Like go in the road. I'm
Yeah.
like, why?
Oh man.
The good old days. So these are basically just some oofs we wanted to share with you guys because man, we make mistakes all the time,
Yeah.
or mistakes happen to us.
Yeah.
Life.
Poop.
Do you guys have any other thoughts before we say adios?
I have a final thought for the podcast. So,
Let's go.
well, I just wanted to update everybody that we are up to 250,000 views on our YouTube podcast channel.
What?
250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's epic.
Isn't that cool?
I didn't realize that.
Give me an applause.
So the applause. So everybody watching now, you were part of that. And if this is your first podcast, welcome. And we hope to continue growing this.
Yeah, but we appreciate your comments and everything you guys do to support us.
Help it grow like a fungus.
And one more. Okay, so
Yes.
this will close out the podcast.
Let's
but
go.
I was, hang on, I need to.
Drinking.
Clear the palate.
Okay, so I read this article the other day. I came across it. I can't remember how I found it, but it was talking about like laughter and how it can actually boost your immune system.
Really?
Right. I was like, that's curious. I'm like, I wonder like what, like why though. So I was reading into it, and the lymphatic system. I didn't know too much about it, but I'm looking it up. In your lymph nodes, it's got this fluid that goes through your lymph nodes and clears out like toxins and stuff like that. But it's like it's kind of like your vessels, but your vessels are pumped by your heart as it's pumping through. The lymphatic system is just kind of doing its own thing. But when you laugh like really hard from your gut, it pumps it faster, which clears your toxins like much faster, more effectively.
Dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Good medicine.
I know.
Right?
Are you taking nodes?
Science.
But that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, because like that's our motto here is the laughter is good medicine and literally can help your immune system.
Yeah, for that verse to even say that, it's like a joyful heart is like medicine. What does medicine do? Like, exactly. Clears out the toxin. So, guys, laugh more.
Laugh daily.
If you don't know how to laugh, I mean, a
Clear
good place
out the
to start
toxins.
is watch our videos.
Yeah.
We got a lot of laughs.
And just smile for no reason.
Big smiles. Everyone give big smile to the camera.
Thanks for watching.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.